All right. Good morning, everybody. Just give us a couple of moments. We are getting ourselves ready, grinder and coffee in the machine. So please grab yourself a lovely, comfy seat, and we're about to get started. Thank you. But I do hope you are having a wonderful morning, most certainly. And morning can be any time of the day. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Virtua Cafe and Bar, where I am your hostess for these lovely mornings and evenings, Virtua Lily. Thank you very much. You could just simply just call me Lily. And hi. Well, this has been a very long time since I've been here live and on Twitch. Essentially kind of died, and now I'm back. So here's my official debut as Virtua Lily, doing this, which is just enjoying my time, chatting with you, making some coffee, and finally chatting with some awesome people. So we got some, we do have a guest today. We do have a guest star on opening day, which is going to be underscore Silent Antagonist. They are an incredible VJ in the music industry in VRC. So we're going to be talking with them later on. But for now, I'm going to say hello to each and every single one of you. Guess who's back? Hello, Gurath Naka. What's up, dude? Back again. Guess who's back? Back again. It be me, this dumbass. What's up? But yes, thank you so much. Also, Decade, how you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Odyssey as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for spooking me earlier on for the notification. Sergeant! Oh God, run. Remember you. Hello, Sergeant. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Welcome back. Thank you so... Oh, it makes me so happy to see you. It really does, genuinely. Oh, no, Odyssey, you're fine. Like, I was just sat there, like, just to follow along and suddenly get a notification. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Oh, it's all hello, Pepsi. Good to see you. Wait, hang on. My chat box is there. Hang on. I'm going to pop that just there. There we go. It's a little bit more in context somewhere. Sorry. I've like, this layout is entirely DIY. Like, everything you see here is entirely done by myself. So if it's scuffed, you know it's done by me. But no, I love this little chat box. I love this window and everything. It's all came really well. So yeah, I thought if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna come back in style. It has been so long, Sergeant. It really has. I missed you. I missed a lot of you so much. So yeah, no, I'm super excited, and I'm kind of like freaking out because I'm like, I haven't been here for a long while. I really haven't been here for a very long while. So. But yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, welcome to, the cafe and bar, where we have a full like coffee making system. There's a whole, bar and everything upstairs, but you'll have to go see that tomorrow because that is the unveiling of the Virtua Gay Bar, where all the lesbians and all the wonderful, colorful people can always come down, have a good chat, drink, and, maybe discuss some very odd, strange topics. Oh God, Christ almighty.
Much appreciate the support.
There we are. That's what scared the crap out of me. I'm still not used to those, Crystal, man. Hey, what's up, Sergeant? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Aw. But yeah, where's the go live button and all that kind of stuff. But yes. But yeah, we got a whole bar and stuff upstairs. And this world is live. So if you like VRChat, bar and coffee and roleplay, this world is going to be really nice and lovely for you. And yeah. It's quite nice because it's something I actually wanted to do like 2 years ago when I first started out. So, yeah, so it's a nice little comeback home, I think. But nothing says home like a good old cup of coffee. So, what do you guys want for coffee? What can I do for you? Now, So I know before I had an issue with point systems. So whenever we do like drinks or coffee dates, you can actually like use your points to get yourself a cup of coffee. I haven't set that up yet, so give me a moment. I'm still kind of iffy on the streaming side, so you know. But you know what, Sergeant? I haven't seen you for a long while. You just gave a subscription, so if I can offer you a cup of coffee of any sort, what can I get you, my lovely sir? If you would like to have a look at the menu here, which hopefully you can have look-sees. But yeah, lovely. You can also make yourself lemonade, lovely, any form of drink you want. We can get that for you. Oh, do we have espresso? Most certainly, Ace. We do have espresso for sure. Hang on a second. Let me just pop this camera just down here. There we go. Hello, everybody. You can actually watch me do all the coffee stuff. This is what I like. I love this stuff. This is awesome. But yes, and also you have to forgive me. I do have a bit of a busted hand, so if I do everything with my left hand, that'll be why. But yes, Sergeant, what can I get you for a drink? We do have one espresso on order, so I have an espresso. Would you like an espresso with whipped cream, or just simply just on its own? You can also have a bit of caramel. How do you like your coffee in the morning? Very important question, I think. Very important question, I find. How do you have your coffee in the morning? And a couple of shots of espresso. Ooh, sometimes just the ASMR and the love of making coffee in the morning can just make your whole day. It really can. Now, if you are a coffee lover like myself, what is your actual favorite roast? How do you have it? Do you have it dark roast, gold, Colombian? Yeah, how do you like your coffee? How do you have your roasted coffee? Personally, I'm on the Colombian side, and I like mine on the gold roast because it has more caffeine, but also I like the taste a lot more. We got a cappuccino, so we have one espresso and we have a cappuccino. We can most certainly do that for you. So let me just sort out the espresso for you just a second. Grab that for you. Ooh.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Hello. What we got here, lads? Maria, what's up? Hello, honey. Welcome. And also, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that a lot. Genuinely. It's Lemio. Hi. How you doing? Lemio, how? Jesus Christ. Dyslexia. You can read, woman. But thank you so much. Appreciate that. Gifted to Balders. Yeah, they deserve that. Also, Balders, how you doing? Also, you get French vanilla mostly. Ooh, French vanilla is a lovely, lovely roast. Absolutely adore that one. Oh, with the espresso, do you want whipped cream on this or no?
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Hey, how we did, Sergeant? Thank you so much for gifting a subscription to Ace. Almost. Oh, thank you. All right, yeah, y'all deserve a cup of coffee for sure, for sure.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Again with another kid. Thank you.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Y'all, don't start this again. Don't start this again.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Jenny, thank you so much, Sergeant. And Maria and Sergeant, thank you. Both of you. Dragon is actually back again. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Bruh. All right, fine. We're working that cappuccino. Hey, what's up? We got a follow as well. Yo, welcome back indeed. Welcome to the virtual channel where we're making a lovely cup of coffee for you today. Well, getting a cappuccino for Sergeant right here, so.
Hey, yo. Much appreciate the support.
Thank you so much. I'm guessing that's a Sergeant again.
Hey, yo.
And Odyssey coming in. Both of y'all's. Appreciate that. Hang on, I'm just going to mute these quickly. Just because, like, they're popping up left, right, and center. So I'm going to let them go through. But genuinely, thank you so much, Odyssey and Sergeant. Both of yous and the 100 biddies from Maria. All of y'all. Yeah, y'all. I just fucking started. I just fucking started. You're already at it. Oh, thank you, genuinely. Right, come on. Is that the goal? Just try and distract Lily as much as possible so she can work properly. Oh, thank you, though. All right, hang on, let's get this milk steamed up. I gotta get Sergeant's coffee on the way. Let me do my coffee, y'all. And there we go. What's up on the hype train as well. What? Okay, sorry. I'm going to get emotional. I'm getting emotional. Thank you. Dude, okay. Thank you. Okay, right, Sergeant. Seriously, thank you. You didn't have to do that. But I greatly appreciate that. Genuinely, thank you. It means a lot. Jesus Christ. All right, we're done with we Lily. You should know by now how this goes. Yes, I'm getting full. Jesus, level 6. Wait, no, level 5. I can't read. Jesus Christ. Level 5 hype train, 410% going to Sergeant on the day 1 of the debut. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is genuinely like coming back home. And although am I gonna get stories at the bank screaming at you again, Sergeant? Jesus Christ. Oh, but seriously, thank you. That means a huge amount to me. Because actually, I was really nervous about coming back. I didn't know like if you were gonna be. I don't know if you were still gonna be here or not. So yeah, it means a lot. So thank you. I don't know, I'm getting mushy now. Right, a little bit of cinnamon just on top for you, Sergeant. And we have one lovely extra Gucci cappuccino just for you here, as well as one espresso. Ordered up. Thank you very, very fucking much. I greatly appreciate that. Sergeant is hang on, hold. Are you going for the 1 fucking K? I didn't know the number fucking went that high. Gee. I'm fucking speechless. I genuinely am. It's that's it. I'm done. That's my career over. You fucked it over. What the? All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We are on permanent mute. If you follow this channel, I greatly apologize, because Sergeant has now fucked up the notifications and is the legendary, the one, the only, who has just arrived and gifted 1,000 subscriptions to my fucking dumbass channel. Wow. I'm fucking sending you feet pictures later on. Jesus Christ, you deserve those. And Abyss is hard. Alright, so first we're gonna get Sergeant, then Abyss, and would you all like a fucking cup of coffee? Coffee on the fucking house here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just making coffee for days. Alright, we have an espresso, we have the... I feel like this coffee is now garbage free. How do I make coffee better? You know what? I'm gonna try my... I don't know. Thank you. That's all I can say. Greatly thank you. And, Jesus Christ. 5,000 on the fucking hype train. Oh, how the fuck? Also, what's up, Orby? Gamer, yes, for sure. How the actual fuck? Jesus Christ. Well, genuinely, thank you so much. Genuinely, Abyss, thank you so much for the gifts. And Sergeant, thank you so much for the gifts as well. All of you, and Odyssey, and Maria, all of you, thank you so much. I'm kind of glad I did this in the first half hour, because Silent's coming in at 30 minutes for the interview, so thank you so much for ruining the first... Oh my god, I couldn't, thank you. Like, just fucking thank you. Fucking thank you. Thank you. That's all I can do. Thank you. I love the 1000 badge. I had to. This dude, you are an eternal legend. I'm gonna have to commemorate this somehow, just for you specifically. Dude, okay, right. And also we hit the 3K on Twitter today. Y'all coming back. We sat here with a bunch of friends. I miss this. Thank you. Just a gay present bunks and fantastic, yes. Yeah, you got the biggest dick, you fucking getting everything. Oh, I love that, genuinely. Thank you. Also, do forgive me for my language if y'all are here new. I swear like a sailor. I miss streaming too, and I mostly miss just, I don't know. I think y'all mostly miss staring at me fuck up on my words and just, yeah. Yeah, thank you. I hope you find this entertaining. I had this whole thing planned and y'all fuck it up. I swear to God, it never ends. It never ends. Always the goddamn same with y'all. But anyway. Let's make some coffee, shall we? Fucking. Let's make some just good old cups of coffee. You know what? I'm gonna put a whipped cream on there. Fuck it. We're all going Gucci. We're all going the extra mile today. Sergeant just bought the rounds. He bought. Now, actually, Sergeant, you technically kind of own this thing now. Sergeant just outbought the cafe and bar instantly. Oh my lord. But seriously, like, you didn't have to. I appreciate you just being here, Sergeant, and I missed you. Thank you. Also, by the way, like, the cafe's open. Cafe and bars are open, so, like, if I'm not doing an interview, y'all are more than welcome to come by. Also, Sergeant, we need to fucking hang out. I swear to God. I'm gonna beat your ass. More than one reason. Fucking ass, swear to God. Alright, anyway. Got your little cappuccino here. Actually, you know, put a little bit of chocolate on that thing. How about that? Let's do a little bit of chocolate on that thing. There we go. A little bit of powder there. Oh, I love making coffee here. It's so nice. It really is. You know what? Actually, Sergeant, fuck it. Just because you fucking borked everything, how about this? Let me grab the camera here. There we go. We're gonna do this. Sergeant. I was kind of, like, aiming to keep this secret for tomorrow, but seeing as you basically, like, you kind of deserve this. Dude, if you ever want to get a drink, I will buy you all the rounds here at the brand new bar, which you'll all actually get to see tomorrow a little bit more. It has a whole, like, drinking pouring system, and, you know, I was gonna chat here with friends. So, Sergeant, you want to come by? I'll get you some drinks. How about that? But yeah, no, super excited about this thing. Finally, got it. Nice light. Nice lighting. Molto bene. Alright, okay, so here we go. Let me get the camera back up. Oh, hand. We're good. And world space. There, thank you very much. Okay, hi, we're back. Alright, okay, so. Also, Abyss coming in with the 1,000 itty-bitty titty-bitties. Thank you so much. You absolute legend. What did I miss? No, I miss scaring the shit out of you. Jesus Christ. Absolutely. You're gonna have to give me a moment, because, like, we're going through a lot of subscriber notifications. It's likely gonna go on for hours. So, yeah. Eventually I'll get to the 1,000 bitty notification. Also, Odyssey is off. No worries, not a problem. See you. Have a good one, honey. Oh. So the bar is open. The bar will be open tomorrow evening. I'm planning a bar time evening chat. So it's basically open bar, have a nice little, like, chat. And, yeah. I don't know. Talk about shit. You know what? Actually, we'll talk about literal shit. We'll talk about what happens when you take a shit and Thanos snaps you away. Whole conversation in that, and that's tomorrow's subject. First subject for all my guests here at the bar. What happens to your poop when Thanos snaps you away? Where are the bees? The bees, they will be arriving way after start. Like I have to go through hundreds of notifications first, Abyss. So, yes, it's gonna be a while. But first of all, actually, can I get you a coffee, honey? Abyss, can I get you a cup of coffee? I think you deserve one. And actually, Maria as well, you deserve a cup of coffee. Would you both like one? What can I do for y'all? Also, don't drink. Well, we do have some soft cocktails there, and also non-alcoholic beverages as well. Listen, you don't have to drink alcohol to enjoy a good bar. Also, what's up, Fizz? How you doing? A white chocolate mocha. Ooh, I can't do a white chocolate mocha. What can I do for you? Let me just have a double check on the menu quickly for you. We can do an espresso con panna, an americano, latte, cappuccino, cafe mocha with some art, or a caramel macchiato. We can also do some iced coffee, americano, lattes, cafe mocha, or a caramel macchiato. And yeah, or if not, we can do you a fresh lemonade. We can do this with like strawberry, grapefruit, grape. Yeah. Have choosies. Choose your lovely beverage for today. Thank you very much. You wouldn't mind a lemonade? All right, we can do that. We can do a lemonade. All right, let's do a lemonade, shall we? And, come on. Pins? Nope, come on, pins, grab it. There you go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna get one lemonade. Any particular flavor, or is this just straight lemonade? Oh, and the white chocolate mocha? Yes, we can certainly do that in a moment. Well, we could do the mocha for sure. We can have a look-see at that. Okay, let's grab you and one of these. Ooh. Actually, let's go for just like a nice little lemonade, actually, and we can definitely garnish it with some strawberry. Ooh. Grab you, put you here. Ooh. Top that off. There we are. I love the color grading in these. And then we're gonna garnish with a strawberry and a little bit of mint. Just for that little bit on the nose, because you want that lovely zest to it. And yeah, top that off with a lovely straw. We have one lovely lemonade for you. Thank you so much, genuinely. Give me your large double espresso. Okay, you want a large double espresso, all the coffee. Yeah, well, I can do you 2 espressos, or do you want a cappuccino, latte, or is it literally just all the coffee? Also, this is the real world Starbucks experience. Don't have it? Well, I'm still gonna order. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's on the secret menu. I know about it. All right, you're read it on Craigslist. So yeah, fun fact, I actually used to be a coffee barista, working as a Australian-style barista in Brighton, at a lovely little gaming bar. Ironically, a gaming bar. So yeah, quite nice actually. Hang on a second, come on, damn it. I believe in you. One of y'all can click. Okay, maybe not that cup. That cup always has a bit of issues. Come on. No, I believe you can click. This coffee machine having issues today. All right, we're gonna get rid of this espresso here. Also, the great thing about this, well, I can actually come over here and wash things. We have a full operational sink. There we go. Now nice fresh cups. There we are. There we go. Sometimes your machines get a little bit temperamental. Dagging fucking all the coffee. Absolutely, 100%. Also, I know the manager. She keeps white chocolate hidden behind the counter. Just melt it and sprinkle it on the milk. Oh my god. I don't have the full white chocolate, but I do have regular chocolate, if not a chocolate syrup. It's not white though, unfortunately. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get a lovely espresso. Or do you want some whipped cream on your espresso, or just straight this, or do you want a bit of caramel in there? Also, if you want your caramel, all right, let's go for all the way, girl. Pop in here, bit of caramel in there. Okay, but you, and then it was, if I'm correct, if I just have a look at the, there, need a little bit of latte milk. Still getting used to some of the recipes. I haven't been making coffee for a very long time, good couple of years. But it's so nice to get back into it, it really is. See, there's something nice about sort of, yeah, something nice about just regular stuff, like making cups of coffee, working in a bar, which I just personally love. It's something that was a passion of mine for a good few years before, well, unfortunately, before I lost the ability to walk, and then suddenly COVID and all that kind of stuff. It's been a long time since I've been back into this, but it's quite nice, actually. Oh, yes, especially with the chocolate spring. Yeah, especially with the chocolate shavings. All right, pop you there. Also, I'm going to redo that espresso. My apologies. All right, and now we're just going to go with all the caramel there. A little bit of the chocolate on top. Then we should be entirely fine and ready. There, we have one caramel macchiato just for you. Now we're going to make the shot of espresso. Pop here. Boom. So just checking the time. Hopefully Silent should be arriving very, very soon. As we're going to get them a cup of coffee. I'm going to sit over there and have a little bit of a chat. There's nothing better than sitting down with a cup of coffee with a good friend. Just having a lovely chat. Actually, really, that's something I actually did with my mom today. So before I started streaming, my mom actually came and visited me. We had a lovely conversation, just literally just going and coffee at the at one of the lovely cafes near me. Oh, beautiful! It has flowers everywhere. I'm really heavily inspired, so I might stick a bunch of flowers and bouquets in here, just because I love that look and that aesthetic. Just gonna pop in the sink quickly. Okay, and here we are. And we're gonna put a bit of caramel in this one. There we go. And there we are. We have one lovely espresso with a bit of caramel. And we have one regular, just pure black espresso. And you know what? A bit of whipped cream on that caramel. Because I like it. You fight me. And you want a bit of cinnamon. A little dash of cinnamon. That'd be nice. There we are. Order up. Cups of coffee all around, y'all. Seriously, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the subs. And thank you so much for the biddies. I greatly appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Also, are there proper non-slip shoes? You better get a lawsuit or break a broken back. What? These things? What? These are industry standard? What? Y'all don't wear, like, I don't know, 12-inch heels, pink boot heels to work? No? Not a standard? Serving industry with long, unnetted tie-back hair and a glove? Great thing about virtual reality, you can get away with health and safety regulations. They can't find me here. One of these days. But Jenny, thank you so much. Alright, I'm just gonna have a look-sees. Pog and most certainlys. So just look at that. Oh, actually, that's a Moobot. Why are you doing that? Time you out. Yes, I just timed out my Moobot because I couldn't be bothered. There we go. Ugh. Just to anchor myself, absolutely for sure. But yeah, all right. Can I get anybody else a cup of coffee, or if not, one of these fancy lemonades? Like, oh, Jenny, all the flavors we got. We have a grapefruit, lemon, strawberry. We can also decorate it with mint, thyme, rosemary. Oh, like, okay, so here's the thing. So this entire system is made by the awesome Mini Green, and holy Christ, like, you can make a full, like, all of this stuff, and they're planning for tea as well. They're planning for alcohol, stuff like this. This is an asset you can buy on Booth, booth.pm, made by Mini Green, and it is a fully working coffee and barista machine. Just simply plug and play for VRChat. I am so blown away by this. I genuinely am. Oh, it's so lovely. Also, do we have tea? We will soon. That I'm okay, so now that we have the subscription power, I will get the tea set and I will get the alcohol set when they come out. They're DLC, so they come out a little bit longer, so it takes a little while. But yeah, once they come out, for sure. And also, I need to update the bar and stuff like this as well, so there's a bunch more stuff coming through, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. Now, in the meantime, I'm just going to quickly check on our guest. Hopefully, she should be arriving very, very soon. Also, Abdul, hello, honey. Hello, darling. Good to see you. I have not seen you for How you doing? Also, move on. No more. Yeah. No, unfortunately, yeah, my Moobot, is an asshole because it didn't want to listen to me like months and months ago, so I thought it was dead, and now I start again and it's like, oh yeah, shit, that bitch, fucking Christ. All right, cool. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, no, I will have a look at it just after stream. Don't worry, Abyss, that's not a problem. No worries, okay. And, but, Avnil, also, where are the bees? Unfortunately, there are no more bees. Unfortunately, my phobia of bees is too great, and I can't handle them, so I'm just gonna keep the bees away. We're just doing comfy, nice, easy times. That's what we need. I think that's what we need. Just lovely, easy, comfy coffee times for sure. Although, like, I don't know, maybe like every now and then we'll do a special and it's a bee special or something. I don't know. First off, here's the debut. First stream, we'll see how everything goes. Okay, cool. No worries. Yeah, and Silent has just woken up, so they will be arriving very, very soon, hopefully. Awesome. But in the meantime, let me grab y'all a cup of coffee here. All right, appreciate that. It's important for stream. All right, hang on. And just a quick message. Ow, hand. All right, so yeah, do forgive me every now and then, like, unfortunately broke my hand. It is in a cast. I have like some finger movement. It's not as dynamic as this. I wish it was, but it's not, unfortunately, so forgive me. All right, cool means right. But yeah, how's it going so far? It's going really lovely. As you can see in the bottom corner, the notification system is still going off because Sergeant decided to break it, and they have donated 1,000 subscriptions to this channel over the course of the many years. So it's kind of one of those, and then Abyss comes in, and then also, like, so many people just, like, throw in stuff, I'm like, yeah, so it's been okay. It's been a good one. But yeah, actually, you know, so, Ovnil, can I get you a cup of coffee? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want for a cup of coffee? Also Silent, no worries, cool. Hopping in. You got the link and everything, so you're good. But yeah, Ovnil, give me your cup of coffee. Serial, what's up? How you doing, honey? Girl, hello? Coffee. Okay, you want coffee? Sayo, what do you want? Quickly, I gotta get Sayo's coffee before they fucking bust them. What do you want? Can I have a caramel? Just like a caramel. Okay, yeah, sure. There we are. Caramel. Oh, sorry, you want that on a plate, right? Okay. Yes. Black coffee to ponder my existence? Absolutely. Okay, you want an Americano. So we can do one of those for you. Absolutely. So let me just pop this out for you. Come on, hand. You got this. I believe in you. There we go. So we're going to have one Americano. Grab one of y'all. Pop you, grab you, squeeze you. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Come on. Damn it. See, I was kind of getting to the old workflow of like my old workplace of like just like smack these things, know the timing, and I could grab all the cups at the right time. Let's see. Do I have to wash these? They probably do. Right. Tap on. Okay, there we go. Come on, I believe in one of you. I might have to go clean some cups because we ought to clean cups and stuff like this. Yep, gonna have to clean some cups. Oops, stand back. There we are. We're good. Where did my espresso cups go? I got two there. Org, there we are. There we go. Okay, we got. Also, sorry. Right, clean. Come on. Clean, 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 clean. And there we go. Oh, pop some of these here. Sorry, forgive me, wants to do a bit of tidying cleanup. And do some washing there. Okay, so we have one Americano. Oh, tap's running. Okay, good. Okay, and do you want a bit of whipped cream in this, honey? Sarah? Whoop, screen came flying at me. You're on the phone with stuff, no! Also, what's up, Jackie? How you doing, honey? Hello, hello, hello. Also, we just got the notification that a Silent has just arrived, hopefully. There she is. What's up, nerd?
Hello?
Hello, hello, hello. What can I get for you, Missy, on this wonderful, lovely morning here at the cafe and
Iced
bar?
coffee, light and sweet.
A light and
You do
sweet.
iced coffee?
We most certainly can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to have,
So beautiful.
do you want to have a look at the menu here?
Cool.
That's what we got there.
Oh, I do. Thank you.
Yeah, go for it. We can do caramel iced latte for you. Anything you want.
Ooh, caramel. Yes, I would love that.
Caramel iced latte for sure. We can do that. All right, cool beans. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, and every gorgeous person in between, I would like to welcome to the cafe and bar, Silent Antagonist, good friend and an incredibly talented VJ here in the VRC space. And one of my trackers is dead. Fucking Christ, is it already? Well, well, if my right foot dies, you know what happened, y'all. All right. Also, we have a lovely Americano for Seorain. I'm gonna pop that here for you. And all right, so an iced latte. All right. So yes, it most certainly is that season for latte, isn't it?
This place is just gorgeous. I'm just soaking it in. The light rays coming through the window.
Yeah,
It's great touch. Great added touch.
Okay, let's do a... Okay, caramel macchiato iced latte. Let's do this. So we're going to do this with a bit of ice. And then we're going to grab just some milk. Do you have any preference on milk? Do you like soy, regular, oat milk? Half and half?
Regular whole milk is fine.
All right, we can do that. We only got one milk anyway, and it's whatever the hell you want. And then we're going to take... All right, so this is something lovely I've only recently learned. So I know Australian-style barista. I didn't know to make a nice macchiato, you mix in the caramel in the espresso first, then you pour this in. Which makes a lot of sense, because you don't want that sugar and stuff, like, melting to the bottom. But, like, I don't know. Like, I love how this system has actually taught me more about coffee, which used to be a really good passion job of mine.
Are you barista certified?
I made 400 cups of
so.
coffee in under an hour.
Yeah,
All with latte art.
I did the same thing, but at Dunkin' with pushing buttons. So you like push the button for the sugar, you push the button for the milk. Not quite the same.
Do you want some whipped cream, some decorations? Do you want the whole works?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, there we go. We're going the whole works. There we are.
Definitely.
All right, bit of whipped cream,
Oh my goodness, what?
bit of chocolate powder, strawberry, my door, and one pink paper straw. One iced caramel
Thank you very
macchiato, for sure.
Let's see if we could get this immersion going. Can I hold this at the same time as this?
One thing, yeah, drinking your
delicious.
coffee as well as yeah, the virtual and the virtual and the yeah. I don't know what you, yeah.
See if this comes through. Perfect.
All right, so Miss, would you like to get your way over there to the table, and we can actually have a sit down and maybe start our little date?
Certainly. The bar, the table.
Just sat here across from me. That would be wonderful. Awesome. Let me just grab my chair.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna grab this. There we are. We're nice and comfy. We're good. I'm gonna just square up that screen just a smidge more. And there we go. Just gonna make sure we're all in view. We're good. Awesome.
Gonna line this up perfectly. There we go. Wow. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Sweet Pea. So, you just woke up, so I'm going to ask you, I was about to ask you, how's your day been? You're like, just starting it.
Yeah, just woke up. Still finding my bearings, but it will come along pretty quickly. It's been a while since I've had to get up and go in the morning, but the instinct will kick in soon enough. I used to travel in a band, and so some mornings you could sleep in. Most mornings we're like, all right, let's go. Get up, get in the van, go into the next city. Let's go.
Yeah, like you've just been basic. Yeah, you just kind of just live life on a go wild, go ham, let's go sort of lifestyle at the moment, don't you?
Yeah, that's yeah, especially now freelancing and working in the music scene in VRChat, which is a global music scene. So whether you are doing a show for Europe, Japan, Australia,
time zones are an absolute pain.
As many of as many of the VR people understand, there is no sleep schedule here. We're gonna have to invent our own sleep schedules and
I don't think we invented one. We just stopped having a schedule in general. It's just you sleep, you wake up.
Yeah, but eventually we're gonna have to like figure out something that's much how can we do this in a healthy manner, and what is that line, and discovering what this new way of being, this new way of existing.
Okay, actually, that's a really good question. So, living on this crazy lifestyle, like we're very young. We're working with a bunch of young producers and stuff like this. How do you find, as a VJ and especially the DJ in the EDM scene, how do you try and make your life healthy and fulfilling without going too crazy?
How do I find that? Not yet. It's such a delicate balance. I don't know. It's trying to fit in that regularity when you can, and figuring out your own ways of adopting to these wild schedules. So like I've been trying to reset my sleep schedule recently. I've been waking up at like 6 p.m. every day, and I want to wake up at 9 in the morning. I want to see the sun. I want to experience the outside world when it's not 30 degrees out and just completely boiling. So it's I haven't found my rhythm yet.
All right, still looking for the rhythm.
In this insanity, yeah, but I don't know. It's eating healthy. It's trying to have good habits. It's trying to remind myself not to reach for a drink when I think when I want one at a party. It's drinking lots of water. I don't know, it's hard. How do you find your balance? I mean, you are in multiple time zones at the same time usually. You have yourself told me that you are on Eastern time zone, like U.S. Eastern time zone, even though you don't live here.
Yeah, so for myself, I live in the UK, but most of the scene is awake on Eastern EST times. Even on the Pacific coast, they have to work on EST times mostly for our industry, or mostly just because that's how VRC kind of works. So yeah, that's kind of the best. At the same time, I also have to work on Japanese timetables, so not only do I have to do Eastern, but then I have to stay extra longer for the JP. So there's only a negative short window for scheduling sleep, and that is typically between 8 in the morning for about 7 hours onwards. So trying to time that has been an absolute pain. And even then, the schedule can flip.
Wow.
The schedule can flip on a dime. I can sleep from 8 till 12 one day, and then have to stay up for 32 hours because of meetings and yada yada. Then I get a 12-hour window of doing nothing, so I'll sleep for 12 hours, then wake up and then do 8 hours of work, go to sleep for 4 hours, and then continue the next day. It's one of those situations of training your body and training your body's circadian rhythm out of you. But also making sure that you take care of, what's it called? Not ghrelin, adenosine. That's the hormone in your brain that makes you fall sleepy. Typically, coffee. caffeine matches the same structure as adenosine and fits the brain receptor, like parts in your neurons that trick it, going, oh, there's adenosine here. We don't need to fall asleep yet.
Yeah. And I think like it's
Or something like that.
Yeah. You know, supplementation I think is something that we all should look into, and like being like, okay, like what is our bodies running out of? Like you said, we run out of that, right? Adenosine. Sorry, I forget what it
Yeah,
was.
so no,
We run out of that
adenosine.
throughout the day. So
Yeah, adenosine builds up. Caffeine fills the receptors, but but doesn't trigger them. That was it. So forgive me there, I was wrong. So caffeine matches adenosine and is received in the brain in the same way, but it doesn't trigger the receptors. So your brain doesn't receive the signal for "I am tired," but its inputs are full, so it can't accept anymore. But fun fact, your brain then goes, that's a problem. So it starts growing more receptors. So you basically actually start producing more brain matter to accept your natural adenosine buildup. Then, when you stop drinking coffee, your brain starts pruning, taking away those receptors. So that's where you start getting the caffeine headache. So your brain is literally tearing itself apart to get rid of the excess.
That's very interesting. I feel like I feel like we need more talks and discussions about how to live this lifestyle healthy.
Well, that's kind of what I want to
it's-
do. I want to like sit here, have conversations, and like, how do you be comfy? How do you be healthy? And also learn more about what you do. I think that's what we all need to do. Just sit down and have a good old cup of Joe.
I very much agree. This is such a great environment, especially since I think the only times I come in here is to work and party. Getting to sit down for coffee in the morning is very, very, very nice.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I've got Marie here. Me sitting here having drunk a bunch of sups, listening to the science of caffeine, and I'm like, yes, interesting. Oh, absolutely. Gamer subs came in at such a great time. The community is saying stay awake. Inject yourself with the best form of caffeine ever.
I haven't tried gamer subs yet.
Thanks
Is
for the
it
follow. I
good?
appreciate that.
I mean, like, I guess people drinking enough. It looks like one of those things that, it looks like I would mix in my drink and it would be disgusting, but a lot of people seem to really like it.
So
To my surprise.
there are different brands. There are multiple different brands. There's Gamer Sups, the Rabbit one I forget, and the one that was previous. Gamer Sups so far has a good reputation because it doesn't have like that chalky taste to it. And yeah, they all do use more natural forms of caffeine rather than like hyper-produced ones. Doesn't have as many sugars, as well as it's mostly focusing on so the reason why you feel great after drinking an energy drink is actually not due to the caffeine. It's actually down to the B12 and the B vitamins that it puts into you because you naturally, more people have a deficiency in it. So when you have that, your body goes, oh, I feel great. I have the vitamins. That gives you the energy, the pumps, and the go. That's where energy drink companies have cracked it, gone like, if we put B12 vitamins as well as some nootropics, various other vitamins, some vitamin D, C, yada yada, vitamin A, that gives the body I feel healthy now. I can expend more energy because I have the extra I have the extra tools to build extra cells afterwards.
Wow. And like, you think that they should market that side of things more. Like, for instance, I drank this iced tea lemonade Monster energy drink. That's my energy drink of choice. And I did a deep dive into the ingredients because I was drinking this every day. I was like, what the fuck am I doing in my body? And it's actually surprisingly good for you. The one thing that surprised me the most is the magnesium that's in it. Magnesium is very, very hard to get into your system.
Oh, yeah.
And especially if you're overworking your body, you are rapidly depleting yourself from magnesium, which is responsible for over 400, creating 400 proteins in your body. You really, really need magnesium. And if you take it in supplements, like your body just like doesn't absorb it. I think it absorbs like maybe like less than 1% of what you take through supplements. And so you have to get in through like your different foods and stuff like that. And Monster Energy drink has one of the forms of magnesium that is easily absorbed into your system. And so I was like, I guess, at first I was like, am I going to kill myself drinking this? And the only bad thing in the Monster was the artificial sugar, which is, I should probably cut that out, and find how to get that mixture in a different way. But I was very surprised to know that it was like, oh, this is good for me. As ridiculous as that sounds.
Also, Odyssey just asked for check. There are no checks here. Everything's been paid for. It's free coffee today. But yeah, like
I can survive on opening day with free coffee.
Absolutely. But yeah, like but here's the thing. Are you more inclined to buy an energy caffeine fuel drink or a vitamin health supplement drink? Which one sounds better?
Definitely the energy drink.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even though like they're both the same, it's caffeine that people particularly want. That's the marketing. So that would be the reason why people don't go like, it's the vitamins, it's the science, it's all the stuff behind it that's making you go. People go, caffeine, that is what I want. Fucking IV drip, go. Whereas caffeine only simply tells your brain, I'm not tired.
It's, again, I feel like the marketing is just misplaced. It's just like, I like it now. I want to make my own energy drink that is more focused on that of replenishing the things that you lose.
Antagonist supplements.
Yes. That doesn't sound. I don't like that ring, but.
Patented, marketed, copyright. Yeah, genuinely, for sure. Yeah, like, funny enough, actually, if you want to be talking about this stuff, you want to be talking to Lun, because he used to be I think as a nutritional biologist during his like college years and stuff like this. He knows so much when it comes down to nutrition and stuff. So he would be the best person to ever talk to when it comes down to vitamins and stuff like this. He helped me a lot as well when it came to like my diet. He's like, yeah, here's the information you need to know. Here's why you're not losing weight, all this kind of stuff. And I'm sat here like, okay, no worries. So listen to him as well as some other information. And yeah, genuinely life changing. So like understanding what's in your food and diet. And the science of how it mixes with you, it just makes the simplicity of having a cup of coffee with a friend so much more awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like that's like the one thing that gets me very excited about this space is to see more of the just to understand what are we doing to our bodies? What is this doing to us, like mentally, physically? We're the pioneers of this new land, and we have no idea what it's actually doing to us. I would love to see more professionals get into the space and kind of be like, learn through existing in it and studying it and figuring out like, okay, like. Because we all like to psychoanalyze each other and ourselves, but it's really hard to do that from like the inside space. We need like more people from the outside coming in and kind of like, exploring that with us, especially academically.
Oh, academically, for sure.
That really excites me.
All right. Wait, are you talking about like the virtual space in general, or are you talking about just like how we consume and nutrition?
Ooh, the virtual space.
Oh, the virtual space. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
In with that, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, no, like more analysis on just like the virtual generation. Okay, so like here's a fun thing. I was thinking the other day, there's going to be an entire generation of old people going through dementia and Alzheimer's that will just suddenly all burst into a circle going, Amogus. And that's gonna 100% happen. You can't sit there and tell me that's not going to happen. Where you have just a bunch of people going, Amogus. Him sus. I saw them, Finn!
Listen here, Sonny.
Picture.
I'm not the imposter. I saw no George Venture there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And our our children and grandchildren will probably think we're insane, especially because we like to think that these spaces are they're digital, they're going to be engraved in time, but we've seen as different VRChat worlds have gone obsolete, and as people stop caring for them, they kind of even just like fall apart because the ecosystem around it grows and they don't grow with it. All that will be lost to time in ways. I guess at least we'll have the YouTube videos. I just imagine a group home group photo and everyone's like
and just one old, hang on, I can bust out in there. I remember how to floss, Sonny. Okay, no, seriously, like if I ever get to old people home time, I'm just like, let me bust down. And I'm embarrassed your grandma with you. Oh my god, I am so excited for the virtual generation growing up. Genuinely for sure. But also like, I don't know, like it's weird because this whole generation is focused purely on the youth, like being young, and so forth. But we're all growing older. We're getting to like ages of like having kids and homes and all this kind of thing. Like I'm hitting my 30s. Most of the VRC generation get into their mid-20s, to their 30s as well. The population is slowly growing, even though we do have a bunch of kids coming in, yada yada. But the main core of the community is slowly growing. So I'm very interested to see, like, like I said, like people from the outside coming in and analyzing like the virtual generation, especially like streamers or virtual users, just people who just like sit there for hours just playing games, drinking energy drinks, or people like their eyes or focus points or body mass or the evolution of the brain, or even to us. Like I'm so as an applied psychologist and criminologist myself. Like over the past few years, I've been watching and analyzing and making notes on VRC and virtual people. It's amazing the stuff that happens here. And I'm really interested because like this only happened in the past few years where human evolution is not designed for this. It works because we're not designed for it. And I'm really interested to see how it's affecting us, whether this is negative or positive or just simply just a case of, I don't know.
There must be like a few cases of twins. So like one of my favorite like studies that has happened was Mark Kelly, the astronaut. There's these two astronauts, Mark Kelly, I forget the brother's name, but they were twins. They both spent like a kind of like a similar time in space on the International Space Station until Mark Kelly went up for a whole year, and they were able to be like, okay, like we have one twin on Earth, one twin in space, and now we can start to see what living in the International Space Station does to your body, and stuff like that, and compare the two. We must have some kind of analog for that in the VR space. It's just all about finding those people. Because it's because like it's especially when you get so integrated into the scene, it's hard to know how much is like people's bodies and mentality are being affected by the culture and the partying and the staying up late and not having a good sleep schedule as compared to just existing in virtual reality and what it means to just put on the headset, like keep your normal sleep schedule life. Yeah.
I've got the answer for you. Because I used to be bartender. I used to be in the party scene IRL, going until like 4 a.m, going ham, electronic music, all this kind of thing. Any bartending role plays, different like cities and all this kind of thing. And as I have an academic history, my degree was in sociology, in criminology, but it's basically sociology, looking at crime. Fun enough.
the same patterns happen in real life as they do in the virtual space. So on like culturally wise and like as a community and as a social society, it functions stark the exact same. Like the thing is, so I've been living in virtual reality for basically like 3 years. I have agoraphobia and I don't go outside. And my entire work, social life, love life, everything is in the virtual space. I've only recently been going outside, just mostly for walks and like, 3-hour like hellos to people, yada yada. But most of my life is stuck inside these walls, all that kind of thing. I realized, like, after many years of being isolated in here and then go into real life, I suddenly went in my brain, there is no difference. Like, I do not feel any different to talking to people or handling people. So I'm like, it's kind of weird to see, like, cognitively there is no difference. But every now and then I'll have these moments of like, oh, hang on, I need to get this thing. Wait, I don't have Play Space Mover. Fuck. And it's a full genuine motion of just like, I want to go up there. Wait, nope.
Yeah. I've done that. I've tried to turn myself in the real world as well, trying to find my joystick, as well as whenever I'm out and about, I constantly check my access overlay that does not exist. Constantly.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I love how you like when you're not thinking about it, you're too used to it being realistic. Like you're too used to the emotions, too used to the reality of things. And it's weird how it's now translating a little bit more into your real life. So this is where I'm wondering, like, how much, like, I'm sat here at the 3-year mark. How long are you?
Sorry, about 2 years.
Okay.
I think a little over 2 years.
Yeah, so, like, I'm genuinely interested to see where the generations are going to be in, like, the 10-year marks. Like, getting, but, like, full immersion style, like you and I that do, where it's mostly our life, our work, and our social life, everything like this. Outside doesn't really matter, except a couple hours here and there. So, yeah, the full divers, I'm very interested to see how they go in the next 10 years. Because I know, like, Lun, he's been doing it for, like, 14 years, something like that? He's very heavily integrated into the virtual space. Pill as well, a bunch of other nerds as well, been around for so many years. I'm interested to know, like, what their perspectives are and what it's like to be living and doing the virtual stuff for so long.
Yeah, like, the biggest thing that I'm running into currently with, like, being outside of here and then being inside is, like, not having access to the full capacity of my computer at my fingertips, like literally floating in front of me. And I feel like that's something that is going to change. Like, it's just something we have to deal with now, not having that. But within maybe 5 years, we'll start to see that we as AR technology comes out, I will be able to look at my access overlay in the real world. I will be able to pull up my computer just like in front of me while I'm at a bar, just like we are doing here. I feel like almost like this is like preparing us for like what is to come in the real world of these literal augmentations to our body, right? Like just how a car is an extension of our legs and a phone is an extension of our ear and our brain and to reach the internet and stuff like that. I see. I'm starting to see now the computer being more of an extension of myself because I don't have to go when I'm in the space. I don't have to go to my computer. I don't have to sit down and type. I could be standing. I could be laying down, and I could just pull up my computer in front of me and start working.
See, like that's getting to like close to either one dystopian or two utopian levels of society, where we have technology that integrated, it can just be pulled up to us at any point. We have access to all the information, all the views, like hive mind almost, as well as like even with the AR, like having overlays, just like see your VRC friends like popped in. Like they actually have that the other day. Somebody figured out how to AR their friends from VRC into a real life cafe.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was wild. I looked, I was like, that is the future. Right there and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That had me stoked, but also also a little bit terrified. So this is where I sort of ask you as well as the chat. like, is that too far? Is having the ability to pull your full computer and your entire digital space, is bringing everything from the digital space into the real world as immersive as possible, is that healthy for society, or is that detrimental? Is too much connection too much?
I mean, the first thing that came into mind when you said that was people thought the same thing about books when like people were starting to become
Yeah.
literate and and have books. It's like you're gonna stop using your imagination. You're gonna stop talking to people. Like pretty much like the scares that our parents had of like losing their kids into the television. It was like the same thing about with books. I don't sit in front of a TV 100% of the time and not socialize with humans. I don't think anyone does that, and if they do, it's a very, 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 very small minority. I feel like it's a natural integration, especially when we have lost connection. Like we used to be out more and about. I feel like it's bringing us to more of a almost a natural state of being of living outside, walking around, and being integrated with your community. That used to be much more common, at least in America it did, where you would sit on your porch and your, neighbors would walk by and you would know your neighbors and you would just like constantly be interacting with other humans. I know when the pandemic began, I lost all of that. And even before the pandemic began, I was very, isolated and stuff like that. So I feel like it's just, the one thing that I appreciate the most about VR is the quality of the humans I get to spend time with. The quality of the humans I spend time with in this space is astronomically high compared to being in the real world, going to a bar and running into people that I don't know and don't really relate to that well. It's just kind of spending the time regurgitating the same lines and not really having deep connections, and VR has enabled that. And so if I could bring my VR friends to the real world, that would be healthier in my eyes than just going out into the real world right now, especially with the people around me aren't my people. Like the people localized in my geography, they're not my people. There's maybe a few that I'll run into, but my people are all introverts. They all live in their homes, they all sit on their computers, and they all, spend most of their time on the internet. I didn't find those people until it was VR. So, if anything, I think it will be a healthier lifestyle.
Okay, so you're kind of like saying like it's a healthier lifestyle, especially for like the introverts, like those that have a harder time doing the things in real life. So you're thinking it's like it could be healthier for that. Okay, no worries. But like, so from that, but then like, how do you think like what I call muggles, those who have not experienced the magic of VR, how do you think they will take to like how do you think they're taking the approach of technology? Because like it's something that like I don't get to see a lot because I live in a very old-timey like village, so the max is people have a smartphone. I'm probably the most technologically advanced thing in the entire village for like, I don't know, 50 miles or something stupid like that. So like, I'm just interested, like, if you ever noticed, how do you think the real world is taking on our invasion and our takeover?
I have no idea. That's a really good question. I mean, I'm very much a non-neurotypical person. I couldn't even imagine what I'm just imagining like the person that like turns on the radio and listens to only like the top 40 radio, like that kind of person, how they are going to, like, what this is going to do to them. This is why we are so lucky to be integrated so early, and it's also why we need so many more people to like research this area of like, what is this doing to us? Yeah, 'cause that would be very interesting. It's going to be okay. To go back to your question of is this healthy? I think for some people, and maybe it's a minority, it's going to be really good for them. It could be very detrimental to the whole of society. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, because like the first few things are going to be like the fun gimmicks, like the Flappy Birds, the Candy Crushes, the filters, the fun little models here and there. They're likely to be like the top and always used and fun little gimmicks. But it's when they start integrating like extra tools or stuff like this, and then more sort of like invasion of what like input, information, all this kind of thing. Like, will they be able, will normal people take that in a healthy way, or will it just come to a case of like they have all their apps and stuff open up in front of them all the time, and that's how they live now? Because that's one thing I have noticed. Typically with as you said, like the top 40 radio listener, as a really generalization to that group. Don't get me wrong, like top 40 sometimes them fucking come out with bangers.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah, but like that particular type of person that we're thinking of, like. Yeah, will it be too much, and will they hurt themselves or just get sucked up in the whole not knowing moderation? Because that's the thing, like, we have the experience. We know when too much is too much. We know when to stop, and we know what the issues are, and we don't overload ourselves. Like, simply, although, yes, we're literally strapped here with motion capture technology, full beefy PC, and, like, $5,000 worth of stuff, like, we're taking a moderation by going and having a basic cup of coffee. But for the normies, they'll be going to like clubs, parties, all the fun stuff, all this information that is accessible, free, 24/7. I don't know. That's kind of my opinion. Especially when I like talk about VR. Like that's our kind of like segueing into the next topic. Talking about VR to the normies. They all say like, yeah, I want to go see like, I want to go see the strip clubs. I want to go see the booty, the women. I want to go to the parties. I want to go to like all this kind of stuff. And I'm sat here like, whoa. Yeah, understandable. But there's also this whole other side that you want to make sure you touch on first, Chief. But it's weird because like they all want to do the exact same thing. They just want to indulge in the fruits, the party life immediately without thinking like, basic stuff, moderation, like stuff you can enjoy without going all the way ham.
It makes me think of one of the coolest experiences I've had was going to MagFest and talking on a panel with a bunch of other DJs about like what we do, and the emphasis wasn't on the party scene, it was on the community, but the and attaching to the emotion to the story of being like, this is what this has done for my life and the people around me. I would love to see much more panel-like discussions. Like I love YouTube. I love the streamer scene of VRChat, but there was a moment for a while where this space was painted as a meme, right? Again with the Uganda knuckles and
yeah, it's what got me in.
Yeah, but I feel like it did a very poor misrepresentation of what this space could be. And maybe it was an accurate representation of what the space is used primarily. I was actually just thinking about yesterday that are the communities in this space, are we the minority? Do we experience this space as like only a few thousand people, or is this how VRChat is all over? I don't go to Public Worlds, for instance. Like I probably should, but like.
Well,
I've like pride myself so much as like, this space is amazing, all my friends are doing this cool stuff, but like is that actually a true representation of what we're doing here?
So yeah, 100%. There are definite biases. Like example, like your Twitter feed, you probably curated over the years to be everything you want, no drama, no bullshit. You might get it here and there, but not as much as like you hear from other people. But that's down to your Twitter. It's curated. It's specifically designed for that. Whereas if you if you use the terms drama or fights or yada yada, you get more of that stuff put in, and you start hearing like, I actually tweeted like something about drama once, and I started getting more like crap around on the feed. So I was like, so it's a case of like Twitter can hyperinflate, and that's where most of VRC social media is. It can hyperinflate the representation for sure because it's giving you what you want. At the same time, it's hyperinflating what you want because you get a bunch of good. I'm just seeing awesome left, right, and center. I'm seeing worlds, seeing the Japanese community make stuff, Booth, DJs do this stuff, artists, yada yada. That's my feed. That's all of my curation. And I do get there's a huge amount of people on there pumping all that out. But yeah, there is this whole other side that kind of just gets like, yeah, just like drama, sitting in front of mirrors. There is this whole culture of users that don't know a bunch of worlds. They go to the most basic worlds, watch a couple movies, hang out with their girlfriend, go to the bar a couple of things, talk about like e-boys or stuff like this, scream about the fact that they're 40 plus material avatars and being accepted into an event. Like there's a whole side to VRC that does exist and it is thriving. And there's a whole conversation, all this kind of thing. And yeah, they do exist in like Publix, all this kind of thing. Yeah, like there is a whole side to things that we don't actually see. And I actually found this out more so when the EAC thing happened, because I actually started learning about mod users and that community, and I started learning a lot more, and there was this whole other side to VRC I had no idea existed. I've been here for 3 years, and this is a whole side. I was like, I never wanted to interact with this thing. I never put my interaction to it, so I never got it. And then I learned so much about it to a point of like, actually, I kind of agree with some of this. Like, I agree to some point, but at the same time, like, I'm on VRC side because I understand contracts and NDAs and yada yada. But it's just a case of like, yeah, I understand the modder side now. And then I broke my hand and I sat there like, oh, I just learned about 3 mods that would have helped me with this situation. Fuck my life.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my wow.
Yeah, so ironically, but yeah, like I didn't know this whole side, and then as I learned more into it, that whole side started expanding, and this whole community, and this whole side, and then all these conversations, people I never knew existed, or routes, communication lines, and I was like, holy crap, wow. And like there are more little pockets like that. There's especially with the JP community, like they are so like they're very well connected over there, but so distant from us. Even like the Spanish community, the French community, they do some amazing stuff as well. We never get any information from that, and like I wish we could. Yeah, I wish we could somehow.
The other like side of like people in VRChat that I've been thinking about a lot lately is the people that aren't trying to grow a community. They have their own community. They're not trying to grow it. They're not trying to be public about it, and they don't care to post about it on Twitter. And there's these pockets that we will never know like what people are doing. Recently, I just learned about you know, with the EAC and the modding stuff, these communities of like role players and people that would play these games in these persistent worlds, that they would have like a little bot, you know, that had a bunch of mods that would maintain these persistent worlds, keep scores for each other, and of these games that have been existing for like 5 years. You know, like imagine a 5-year long game where you've been keeping score for so long, and that was just like, you know, ripped away from them, and these you know, these point values that they've been accruing, but these were people that you know, I think a lot about the vocal minority. The vocal minority are the people that are like trying to grow their community, posting about it all the time, and are super excited to get people into it and stuff like that. But there's a ton of people, and probably more so than not, that just don't share. They don't care. They just want, you know, they spend their time with the family that they have, and that's all they want to do. And like that's perfectly fine and amazing and beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I'm saddened that I don't get to experience that.
Lakuza, he's really good at exactly that. He just makes his stuff. He's not trying to grow a community. As successful as he is, because like genuinely talented person, genuinely deserves it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, he's like he's not trying to build a whole community. He has one, and it's lovely, but it's not his main focus. He just wants to make cool worlds, cool stuff, and have people experience it. And he wants to do it the absolute best he possibly can, even if it feature creeps. And it takes 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like no, he's putting the effort in, and he's putting all that kind of passion, and that's so exactly like that. And I think that's mostly like reflected from like the JP community as well. They do that a lot as well, where like they're not trying to grow their community. They advertise and they'll show, but it's mostly just like, hey, we're putting this event on, just come over. Even a few people come by. Especially their live roleplay. I love the JP roleplay scene. It's so sweet and wholesome.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so like it's basically like literally like they won't stream, so basically like exactly what I'm doing here, just without the camera. But I love you guys. But yeah, like they just sit here and like have full characters, full like role play, all this kind of thing. Funny enough, I actually when I first uploaded it, first few world instances were all on the JP side.
Hey, yo, much appreciate the support.
So thank you so much, Sergeant. Oh no, I should reloads. Gifting one to Sergeant. Thank you so much. I'll be with you in a moment. But yeah, yeah, they have like full bar role plays, cafe role plays. They even actually there was, I don't think it's actually on the JP side, but I did see it from the JP side of somebody role playing a dungeon raid boss. So basically, these people would just like have the full equipment, go into like a full dungeon, and one person sat there with animations, like to boot and everything, doing full Final Fantasy 14 style raid bosses. So it has like zones, drops, hit points,
Hey,
all this
yo,
kind of system.
Much appreciate the support.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did learn that from the
Like
JP
actual
side.
mechanics.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, much appreciate
Incredible.
the support.
That's actually incredible.
Also, realize what's up? Thank you so much. Big love you. I'll make you a cup of coffee in a second.
Recently, my girlfriend said something where like she was kind of upset that that VRChat, like the developers, cater more towards the party scene at the moment.
Well, okay,
And,
it's
I
bringing in
think, like,
investors. I can understand that side.
I also think again going to that vocal minority where it's like this is just the loudest thing in the room.
It is literally the
Quite
loudest thing of
literally.
So yeah, the streamers and then the
Like,
party
you know.
scene, prefabs because they do a bunch of things and they have to be the loudest thing. So yeah, like very much understand. So like, okay, what I would like to see is like you can't really do it because like, well, what actually no, what I'd like to see again, like it's hard to do. Like every time I think about this problem, I always enter like game dev and advertising and like contractual mode because they're like, what if they advertise like community events or community stuff that nobody hears about during the loading screens, but then at the same time that's technical advertising that's kind of like forced on you. Which could be an option service. Like, do you want to learn and hear about worlds and other stuff? Like, here's a highlighter world, here's a highlighter community event or stuff like that during your loading times. Or have a one dedicated world hub, the main VRC world hub. I know not many people have that as their home, but simply just a case of like, here's an event or here's something and it just slides through a couple of posters and it's just like community-based stuff that has been checked out and given like the AOKs. So little stuff like that, or just like, I don't know, like a retweets or I don't know, something like that. But at the moment, I don't know, it's hard because then you get into the territory of like, well, what if we pay you for advertisements in these slots? And then companies can get their wrong ideas, or like people start going, ooh, if I make my thing successful, it'll be advertised. So try and make it so so it's like, it's kind of like, I can understand from community's perspective, putting a self-promotion spot, it can be really healthy, but can also be abused.
But I like, but what about like, I guess the thing I'm thinking about a lot is like, you know, the communities, like the people that are actively trying to grow their communities and trying to become bigger and become known. We have great representation with the developers. Like we have good relationships with them. We could talk to them, but that's very much a small part of what VRChat is. I think a bigger part of VRChat is those small families that have existed in this space, you know, and just they don't hang out with the developers because they don't have the sort of like open community, but like they are just as important to this ecosystem as you know, if not more important to the ecosystem than the people that are trying to curate large communities. Like the large community shouldn't be the focus, I don't think. or shouldn't
Well,
be as focused as much. It'd
yeah.
be cool to have more of like more representation, so that like, and more doors to open, and more like stages and spotlights, so that people can come up and be like, hey, I'm doing this, and these are the tools that I need just to keep my family together. Um, uh, uh, like, there's 15 of us, we're doing this, but like, we never hear from them because they're in their own they're in their own world, which is beautiful and amazing.
Yeah. Well,
But
okay.
like,
So here's the thing. Okay, so you got like world building and prefabs. They always get like a shout out because like you have a bunch of the devs that work there. And like they do things at prefabs and then they likely get hired. Has happened so much. Same thing in the music industry. Like, yeah, you have a bunch of the devs there in the music industry and in the scene. So yeah, completely understand for you. But then that's where I ask you, where would you like to see one of the devs hanging out? Is it the movie scene, streamer scene, the underground clubbing scenes? Where do you want that dev to see? Because a dev has to be there to learn and experience it, and then it kind of gets a bit more of a shout out. So where do you want these devs to go? And at that point, if you say something, why aren't they there? Because like I was saying, like with film industry, like it's difficult because you hit in copyright, which is a difficult thing to endorse, especially as a developer.
yeah, I guess like I just want to see better representation of the space as a whole. I would love to see more journalists in this space, because like there's just like a
There's only a small handful of
we need more
actual
education,
journalists.
you know.
Yeah, you got like Fia, you got Thrill, there's Kemp By, there is sadly it's Bradley, a few more that
comes to mind.
Ameth as well has been doing well. And then even like some of the streamers have been like sort of like taking some of that information, some just like general journalism. There's also Pandaman as well. Bunch of really good journalists. But yeah, we do need a little bit more.
Yeah,
but from
people
different
to do that
perspectives.
deep dive.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's going to be like very important. It's just like opening these, like, just having more convention style things where we have panels where people can talk and share their experience. We don't have enough of that.
Yeah, well, that's
I don't
hopefully
think.
like projects like VRCon, where they do like the yearly like talks and panels and stuff. That's really healthy. I know there's like HorrorCon. There's a bunch of other conventions as well. Virality will have talks as well, panels. So like, yeah, it's quite nice. But at the same time, like they're internal and they're not sort of getting to the outside. So.
Yeah, I would be excited to see that, like, that deep that journalist that journeys to find those pockets of families, and he really talks to them about like what they do, because it's definitely not like the Mirror Dwellers and then the party scene or anything like that. It's there's that, like, we're like the vocal minority. I like to use that word a lot. It's just we're the loudest people. I want to hear the quietest voices. What are they doing? How can we make the space better for them? Because I do believe it's way more of those quiet like, this space is made up of way more of those small families than it is the hardcore community that I exist in, I guess, and you exist in as well.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Because yeah, like so when I was building this place, this is actually a project that I started 2 years ago, and it was mostly just like for that small little family, small little community type thing. And that's where we all start out. We just like, I don't know, go to the pub or a presentation room, meet a few friends, and there you go, like your core group for a long fucking while, many years. Even I'm still friends with like a good bunch of them as well. So like, yeah, just like catering to. Yeah, like a little spotlight on just like those small little families, those small little groups of just like, yeah, here are my friends. And even if like they're like, to be fair, these friend groups always like break up and die apart. That's just natural socialization. But like that magic never goes away. That magic is always there for every single group. And yeah, like I said, like that needs to be highlighted, showcased. Yeah. Well, so no, it's kind of like
giving voices to the people that aren't loud,
Yeah, well, it's like where I love
I think that's
Joe
important.
Hunting's work, especially with the recent documentary, like kind of giving that voice to those that aren't loud, that aren't out there, and providing a whole new perspective that was just literally that magic, meeting people.
Yeah, the Helping Hands community is probably one of the best. Like,
Oh, I was so happy when I saw that, and it hit, and I was like,
yeah,
thank you. I've been trying for years.
yeah, it's so nice to see that being showcased because it's not all parties. You know, it was nice to see the little ghost club bit of following a lamp around. You know, it was like a 5 minute like blurb within the We Met in Virtual Reality where like the party scene did get the representation, but it was very much like this is just a small part. The party scene and the music is very much a very small part of what's going on here. And I don't think my friends even understand that. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it's kind of like the same thing, like with like any town or city, like that is mostly well known for music. Like you go to like New York or Boston for like some of that awesome music scene, but you understand like there's a whole different side of it. Like the music scene is just a small piece of it. But you understand like those places are really good to go for those for that industry. And because it's so loud, because it's so out there, and it can be known for it. But yeah, here at the moment, here at the moment, the music industry is a big one. But with what Joe Hunting just did, and with what Metacosm's doing, I'm so excited for the film industry to finally kick off. I am so hyped. Yes. I genuinely am. Yes. Especially as I'm making my own movie, and I'm like, it's coming. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would also love to pivot this conversation to the VR film industry, just because recently, I had my own little acting role with the Slyfest shorts. I don't know if you got to see that, but the one thing that I loved about that experience is how fucking easy it is to jump in and make a movie. You need OBS and that's it. OBS and VRChat, and you can start making amazing films just off the bat, just from the basic tools that we have.
Yeah, you have like that's the thing. VRChat provides a full scene, lighting, makeup, suit, full attire, camera power, acting, motion capture, 3D, which I can change at any point. It is just incredibly accessible.
Motion capture, yeah,
like we have full body motion capture 3D software at the tips of our hands that we can just use to change any of the scene and make a full movie on. And even better, you can do all of that as well as film and act entirely on your own. You can DIY an entire 3D CG movie on your own, and it can be done in probably like a week. Like I've done this.
Yeah.
Like one of my own shorts, Me Too, like that took me 13 hours from getting in to it being exported from Premiere Pro. So that's recording, editing, all that kind of stuff. And it's probably one of my most best filming work ever, especially with tools like the VRC lens, learning like different all those tools it has, as well as like the world's like Varnian's car driving world, really added that immersion, really added that those tools to like really emphasize like this is just acting real life and providing those tools. After that is your own editing, your own sound design, and what you want to add to it afterwards. And that's just general films and filmography. That's just like how you want your art to be shown.
Yeah, the accessibility of creating art, it was like, at first it was like, having After Effects on your computer. Like that was huge because you could now like make these films, but even to the point where if you have a gaming computer and a VR headset, of course that is like a upfront cost, it costs a lot of money. But once you have that, you never have to rent lights, you never have to, get a car rental, you don't have to it'll be very interesting once the filming union gets involved, and then you start like how that's gonna like play out if money starts really being funneled into this place, because then there's like rules and stuff that exist into the real world that it would be really hard to inject into this space. But the fact that you can do it all on your own and make such a beautiful film as you have done yourself, All that stuff gets me so excited.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely for sure. And I'm very excited for people to start learning about these tools and start like, because like there's some stuff where like I know some secrets with it, and I'm like I need to teach other people about this because I want to see other people like go out there and make some really really cool. Like there's some really awesome cinematographers out there, which just need that tool, that just need that help. And I can't wait for it because like so far VRC has been so like mostly the live. I can't wait to see where it goes when it comes to, like the movies. Like they're like the really hardcore. Like we want to make this experience as best as possible without the limitations of it being live. Taking our time with something. Because like you see that with Worlds, you see that with Avatars. You can spend as much time on a whole live show and production, all this kind of thing, and make it awesome. But like to make something that is experienced at any point, any time, it hasn't really been touched on. Especially when it comes to like video content, like consummation.
There was a moment when I wanted to make a news organization to kind of cover the community and stuff within this space, and I thought like how amazing it would be to like, you could get out a breaking story so much faster than in the real world because you don't have to do makeup. You could just like call up a few friends and be like, hey, hop in right now. Like we gotta cover this, you know, and then shoot a quick little blurb and then get it up on the internet. You could have a video up about like a breaking news, you know, within the VR scene in under an hour, easily under an hour, which is like you can't do that in the real world. It's just all about getting that knowledge and tools out to people, right?
Yeah, it's
like
knowledge and tools. Yeah. Yep, knowledge will completely agree with you. Ugh. But yeah, like, sorry, just checking the time there.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, like, so far, I've seen like good documentaries, Joe Hunting's, I've seen, mostly comedy out there. So in terms of genres, what do you want to see? In VRChat, like movies, because like you kind of got like the Metacosms movie coming out, which is kind of like rom-com type style. It was probably rom-com would be the nail in the head there. And then you have there was one nerd who was doing a bunch of fighting scenes that basically just translated Ip Man into VRC. Oh, what was his name? Hang on, I'm gonna need to look this up. It's like just eat me in the back of my head. I swear to God. Sorry, forgive me. But it was such an amazing. Like I've seen some actual good like action fight scenes, but the thing is like, it was done with like a buff Hello Kitty man. So it's like kind of comedy, like really good. Like the choreography was amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like full on fight scene and everything. Genuinely fucking amazing. Actually, yeah, mostly on video, honestly. But yeah, like genuinely awesome choreography. Fight. Just like it was still like on the comedy side. If they just like changed that tonality to like really like serious drama action, like that's what I want. That's what I'm making with the movie. A point of view. To have that action drama nitty gritty, and it to be serious to give you like full emotions. There was the short train movie that was a while ago. Something about the tracks. Names. Oh, someone hit me. But yeah,
I'm sure someone in the comments will, you know, I mean,
I am the worst when it comes to names. I'm so bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That I think it was like a college film project or something like that.
Yeah, it was a college film.
At least it had.
Yeah, and that was actually that was quite emotional. That was very like drama based. Yeah, that was actually quite a serious one. I was very proud to have to actually see that. There's also is it Ruin? No, it's not Ruin. Rue. She's an awesome cinematographer. Typically has like this really like black and white eyeglasses. Wonderful character, love her to pieces. But yeah, Rue, she's done like a bunch of horror, like little skits, small videos here and there. some sort of like she's done this really awesome silent movie, just like music, sound effects, all that kind of thing, but like no speech, just purely action, telling this whole story, that just slowly devolved into like this whole like thriller. Yes, more thriller style. Fantastic cinematography, genuinely. I'm gonna have to figure out what the name of the full movie is now, actually. I'm pulling up a bunch of things out here, like, I can't fucking remember the name of them, but I know what they are, and I can describe them to you.
Yeah, there's a lot more that I think a lot of projects that will come to light soon, I think. Recently there was I think it was VR Pill who tweeted out like, wow, the We Met in VR film got like a 93 or 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is fucking fabulous.
No, that is
amazing.
wonderful. Joe deserves that 100%.
Yeah. And in this tweet to it was like to the tune of like, Hollywood is ready for us, or VRChat is Hollywood ready.
It's not.
VR
No,
Pill
no,
wrote
it's
something
not.
like that.
No, it's not. It's not
Well-
Hollywood ready in the slightest, because like the only best finished cinematographers come down to me, Joe, and a few others. Like, it's a very small amount, and like this is stuff we've learned over years, and stuff that even like I know some stuff that they don't know, and they used to know stuff that I don't know. Yeah, I've had professionals come in here, and I've had to teach them, and it still takes them too long to learn like how things are done. Because like example, like they have this whole process of like set up the scene, speech it out, all this kind of crap. And it's very professional, all this kind of thing. But at the same time, like, I've been sat there for 30 minutes, dawdling, doing nothing, where if I'm fully directing and doing my stuff, I'm sat here like, okay, cool. Here's a quick thing, role play, do your thing. I'm gonna throw the camera around and grab the shots that I need. And it is much more efficient, faster, because everybody's already in makeup, everybody's already on set. Tracking's fine, and you can throw the camera in so many different angles. You don't need to set up a dolly, you don't need to set up tracks, you don't need to set up lighting. It's just there and then. So you just make the scene happen and you film. And Hollywood is not industry ready for that. They will come in and flatline, just burn out everybody, because they'll be like, this is too corporate. We're not doing this. We know how to do it faster, more efficiently. Let's go. Here's the evidence. And they're going to come in, no, it has to be done this way, industry, yada, yada, filming, prep the shop 3 times in this. It's like, dude.
Yeah. I guess what I mean by Hollywood ready is more of like the VR content is ready to be consumed by the public. It's like I think We Met in Virtual Reality has proved that like people can emotionally connect with these characters. And in that post that VR Pill posted, in the replies, someone's like, "Hey, we're working on our own movie." And they had a little trailer, a little clips of it. Something I've never seen before, like a community of filmmakers, and it was like some kind of like high fantasy action drama is what it looked like. And there was like a full fight scene with a dragon where this character in VRChat is doing flips and like slicing this dragon open, and like all these crazy animations are happening. And I think there's going to be a lot more films that are being worked on right now that we don't know about.
Definitely. Everybody's like, it's now. It's happening now. We're all filming. We're all getting ready. We're all gearing up. Like we have the eyes. We're looking on us. Like even for myself, like it kicked me into high gear. I sat there like, all right, cool. Immediately booked in a meeting with my entire staff. All right, cool. Saturday, we're gonna start planning this out. I want to get going. Yeah, Jerry, that movie, it definitely set a massive fire in the filming industry and the VRC. I'm so excited to see what's coming up.
I love this space so much.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it here. It makes me so excited.
It like there's so much, like it is like the Wild West, and everything new coming in is just given and done by the community, just nerds who genuinely deserve it. That's what I love. That's the big thing that I adore about this place. It's like it's just your general run-of-the-mill nerds who are just doing their thing. And if they do something that is pretty awesome, and most people just go like, yeah, please, here's success, here's the connections, love you, let's go. And even if that's small pots, small little communities, small areas, it's just like, yeah, we absolutely adore what you're doing. From the role players, the VRC movie makers, music makers, yeah.
Even the mirror dwellers.
Even the mirror dwellers. Hey, without the mirror dwellers, we wouldn't be having anything to talk about with the mirror dwellers.
True.
And at the same time, it wouldn't help me with level design because as a world builder, okay, actually, I think VRC like really fucked up world builders because we're now getting individual mirrors. I no longer have to think about mirror placement. I don't think I have to think about where do I build the comfy area with a mirror in mind. I just build the comfy areas now. So I'm interested to see like how world makers will be like, how do we create things now we don't have to think about a mirror because everyone's got one.
Oh, that would be really interesting. It'll be nice to see people sitting in a circle and facing each other instead of facing a mirror, which is fine. There's nothing against it, but we're definitely going to see a shift in the ways that people use this game and just be able to. I mean, like, I like staring at myself in VR. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone knows what it is. But it is an awesome thing to, especially as a trans woman, seeing a version of myself that I really, really adore and aspire to be more like. I understand staring at myself in this space. I love it.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that.
Knowing that maybe people will be, or not maybe, people will be filling out areas like this cafe. And doing the mirror dwelling thing, but a little bit more role playing and sitting across from each other instead of next to each other looking at a mirror. Which is kind of like what Zoom is, isn't it? Or like webcam calls. Webcam calls is pretty much the mirror dwelling to the the normies outside of out of VR.
Yeah,
it's like they're kind of all sitting in a direction, and they're all looking at their own reflections, right? They're just not sitting next to each other.
Yeah, or kind of a little bit like Wally with the chairs. Like, they can be sitting next to each other, but staring at their... I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, it's the concept of where do the mirror dwellers go? Will it just be a case of just, like, everybody sits there with their own mirrors in front of them and just sits at a bar, cafe? Like, I'm wondering if there's going to be, like, mirror days of, like, me and my boyfriend, we're going to go out and sit at a cafe with our mirrors and be like, hey, this is actually kind of nice, like, sitting here normally, but doing their mirror things. Like, people love their mirrors. People love hanging out in them. But they're all sat in comfy areas. But what if people go for mirror days of like, yeah, we want to sit in front of a mirror here at a cafe. Or go to the bar upstairs, sit in front of the mirror there. They can now all do that, have that experience wherever they want.
Yeah, it is beautiful, honestly. It's really nice that we got that. A lot of people feel like it's detrimental. I understand why we didn't have mirrors for so long. And like, you really wanted to let the world creators dictate how their spaces are being used. But there was lots of people that, I hear it a lot, is people are like, where's the mirror? Oh, there's no mirror. I'm out. And so people are going to hang out around longer in these places now that they don't have to seek that out. They're not like looking for the mirror button. They just have it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I'm very excited. It's gonna like I said, like, it's gonna be great for like level design. Just like, I'm just out here like, I don't want to put mirrors, but I love creating levels and trying to get people to use spaces. So trying to figure out like, where they're gonna go, how are they gonna sit there, is gonna be quite nice. Like, that's where like making views, like actual, like a good place to sit down, having a view spot would probably be the best places, rather than just like a corner, with a random mirror there. But yeah, definitely gonna be an interesting shift. Now you're all good. And also, to be fair, we are actually
in the conversation.
Nah, we're all good. And to be fair, we are actually kind of hitting up on our time because I have been streaming about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally. And also my coffee is finished. I've also got some bits to do as well.
I have to say, doing this, like, I have a real coffee in front of me, but doing this role play of grabbing this coffee is making my coffee taste different. I'm tasting caramel, even though there's no caramel in my real life coffee.
That's hella
about this
interesting.
experience.
That's hella
Yeah,
weird.
And, I'm very immersed, and my coffee is much more delicious drinking it like this.
Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome. That's what we like to hear. Full immersion, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad you could come out with me on our little coffee date today, for sure.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Can we do wait, so what's today? Thursday noon coffee social events. Can we do that?
Yeah, like I will plan for some of those for sure. But at the moment, like I really enjoy sitting for a cup of coffee with chat for a half an hour and then having a guest star come by, have a little chat. But also like I'd like to grab like, I don't know, a bunch of us girls sat here and just like have girl coffee morning time type situation. That'd be nice. Or a little conversation with like a bunch of us having a full thing. So if you want to bring anybody in particular, like, hey, I think this person would be great to have a little chat with, just have coffee. Yeah, if you want to invite somebody for coffee, go ahead, for sure. That'd be nice.
I'm going to be using this space. I am definitely going. I'm thinking that I will be having a weekly coffee event because this is fabulous.
Oh, thank you
so much for asking me to be here.
You're all good. There's a whole bar and stuff upstairs as well with pourable liquids and stuff like that, so it's good for that role play. So exact same experience, just on the bar side, where tomorrow's subject is going to be asking, what happens to your poop when Thanos snaps you away? Don't get into the conversation yet.
You took such a pivot right there.
It's kind of like, sorry, wait, what?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's gonna be great, absolutely, for sure. Also, Astra, first time viewer, hello, thank you so much. But yes, chat, I would like to again thank Silent Antagonist for their wonderful company today and a lovely conversation for sure.
Yeah. I want to do more coffee dates. We should hang out again soon.
Oh, more coffee dates?
On or off camera.
Yeah, sure. That'll be
always great.
Yeah, no, that would be tons of fun. I would greatly appreciate that. But also, bar is open up tomorrow, which you're more than welcome to come up to. Have a couple of drinks and just chat. That is more open, so more friends are welcome to. I am trying to keep it limited so that way you can keep conversations on point. But yeah, like if you want to come by bar, it is open.
I just had the weirdest vision of I was like, well, you could do that where you could open a bar and then you have like, you know, your own little section like squared off where no one could enter and it's kind of like a sound bubble. And then I thought about VR confessional booths. Like like a Catholic church confessional booth, and that was an idea that I just shot into my brain, and I wonder
you can do that.
if that has happened yet. Of course.
Yeah, no, Garibo has a system.
An actual confessional booth?
No, Garibo has a system where it basically just like shuts off all sound outside, but only in this collider. So you can do a full confessional booth. There's also like, if you're in this collider, only somebody in this collider can hear you, but nobody else can. So it's like full radio frequency and all. Is there a better audio player system? It does not work with the latest Udon though. So you have to use the previous one on the GitHub, not through the Creative Companion. Yeah, unfortunately, like Creative Companion has like the new Udon, so it's gonna mess around with a bunch of prefabs and stuff like this. Like, unfortunately, LTCGI doesn't work with it. Garibo system doesn't work with it, and some others don't. But the coffee machine does work with it, and it only works with the new Udon. So I'm like, fuck everything else. Coffee is more important. But yeah, you can get a little crap. Yeah, you should be able to see it on my big VRC tweet that I did the other day. If not, I'll try and send it to you.
Is this world public yet?
This world is now public. It is in community labs.
Okay, cool.
I did see a few JP servers pop up, a few here and there. And also, if you are visiting the VRChat Cafe and Bar, feel free to take any photos and send them to me on Twitter. I would greatly love to see your coffee, your drinks, and your hangouts for sure.
Look at you. creating spaces for people to exist in. It's a
This
really
is a
beautiful thing.
2-year project. I didn't get to release because basically Red Zone came along. Essentially, the VRC
Fair,
clubbing
fair.
scene took me up, and I was like, and again, came back to this. This is really, really nice. And also not a bad project to do entirely with your left hand in Unity. I can't really
Wow.
do many clicking or stuff with my hand because I fucked up the muscles. So it's entirely done with my left hand. Light probes.
Damn.
Light probes one-handed with your left hand is a
Damn.
fucking pain in the ass. And the worst part is, I do
Imagine
them
what you could do
properly.
it too.
I'm just out there like, click, drag, click, duplicate, click, drag, click, duplicate, click. I'm sat here like, I just need this. I just need my finger.
You need foot pedals.
Absolutely. And like, unfortunately, I can't touch Blender either, because that's all like hotkeys and a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, I couldn't like merge all this. So it'd be unoptimized. But you know what? It's not really meant for a lot of people. It's just meant for quality. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But again, yeah, thank you so much for coming by tonight. And yeah, you got anything else you want to say to chat?
No, you're all beautiful. I love you, chat.
Oh, fucking.
That's all. That's all.
Aw, look at you.
I love this space. I love everyone here. And go create something. I want the chat to create something. Take a picture in VR. Create a coffee here. You know, get started on a 5-year movie project in VR. Do something cool. I just want people to be more creative.
Awesome, nice. Right. So I think we hand the chat off to somebody. Is anybody streaming in particular that we know of? Because I got Baguette Chan.
Check. Nope, no one I know. 10X is doing music, but I don't know if that would be a huge swerve on the mood. To go from this chill coffee vibes straight to drum and bass.
All right, let's go to the French Baguette with some awesome drawing and art time. So, yeah. But again, thank you so much, Silent. This was a lot of fun. Also, thank you again so much to Silent, to Abyss, to Maria. Alvanel, hello. Thank you so much. And hello, Sayo, and a bunch of others in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support and love. Reload as well. Y'all been fucking, y'all be amazing. And yeah, I will be seeing you tomorrow for some bartending and yeah, for some lovely bartending and some just, I don't know, some fun adult humor. There we are.
Fun adult humor. You better be here.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, like, how did I do? Like, first debut stream in a very fucking long time.
Yeah, you seemed like you took to it like a fish, like going like to water.
Well,
Words.
like I've been entertaining for a while. So yeah, it's just natural. Like in the clubbing scene, I was entertaining, like doing the same thing here, hosting. It's just, I don't know. A natural thing for me. As introverted and as autistic as I am, funnily enough, being a host is what I'm good at. And yeah, I have fun with this. This is nice. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and every gorgeous person between, I have been your hostess, Virtual Lily. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok. Literally, search Virtual Lily, you'll find it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. Yee.
Adorbs.